Um, I had two separate awakenings, for lack of a better term. I had my spiritual awakening in my early 20s, and I didn't get my political, geopolitical truther, quote unquote, awakening until my mid 30s. And I will say at the very beginning for me, spiritually, it was very depressing. Because not only, and when I say I didn't have my political awakening, I didn't get the picture, the clear picture until the early 2000s. But in my spiritual awakening, I did get the understanding of how much we are destroying each other, how much we're destroying the planet, how unfair the global economic system is, et cetera, et cetera. But at the same time, I also realized that all of my preconceived notions of what we are capable of as human beings were completely thrown out the window. I started understanding the idea of energy and understanding how we are energetic beings, how powerful our thoughts are, how powerful our minds are, and it became very overwhelming for me. And I tried to suppress the knowledge that I had gained from this spiritual awakening, quote unquote, and I would try to ignore it. Uh, Finding myself in situations where I felt conflict. The common term for that is cognitive dissonance. I knew better about certain things, and I knew certain things weren't real, but I would keep trying to tell myself that yes, it is okay to keep supporting the Catholic Church, or whatever it is, as an example. But for me, it was a turning point in, again, religiously for me. That's where I left my old beliefs and started pursuing metaphysics and well, seriously pursuing, I should say, metaphysics, paganism, Buddhism, Taoism, all the isms. Minus the Abrahamic religions. I completely turned my back on the Abrahamic religions at that point. But and so it was, again, it was like I had this wonderful sensation of clarity. I had this wonderful sensation of, well, even the isms, the Buddhisms, the Taoisms, the paganisms weren't quite right. They didn't quite get it. For me, what I understood was there was a greater truth that went beyond all that, that these were just illusions to try to make us feel like we're being spiritual, to try to make us feel like we're connected to something greater. But it was merely just an illusion created by others, perpetuated by others that I was agreeing to. And again, I'm referring to Taoism, Buddhism. Well, even Buddhism says in itself is an illusion. But that was a very, very big deal for me. And when I saw my friends or my family or just the general public uh, giving in to the isms, I felt very sad. I felt very depressed. I felt very hopeless. Like, okay, well, humanity is not getting it. Why do we keep falling for the illusions? Why do we get so angry and defend the illusion? Why can't we understand that our connection and our experience is really an individual perception? Now, I knew that we were connected. I knew that many of us, all of us are a piece of one consciousness. We're one perspective of one giant universal consciousness. And I kept longing for humanity to understand that, and to understand that we're going about it all wrong. Your isms are not working. They're not working for me, and they're definitely not working for you. I have experienced something that made me feel complete oneness with all people, made me feel complete connection to all things. And in the end, I understood also that that connection was merely just an illusion. So there we go into the profundity of the cycle of understanding. And again, I'm only speaking on the spiritual level right now. I'll get into political in a few moments. But the profundity of understanding that even your own beliefs are an illusion, even your own experiences of how you organize them in your brain, how you organize them and explain them to yourself is also an illusion. So, what is real? And what does it matter of what is real? what does it matter? It matters for you to create a secure, grounded perception on this particular planet. That's why it matters. I feel that all of these illusions, we're all creating the best illusion that works for us, whether it be your political affiliation, your spiritual affiliation, your work, your career, your calling, your choice of lifestyle, your the way that you identify yourself, the way that you were raised. All of these things create an illusion to help us maintain a grasp on this particular reality. But again, this is only one reality of multiple dimensions. And again, when I had said earlier that I felt that connection with not only all of humanity, that we are literally just different perceptions of one consciousness, but that one consciousness extends beyond the earth, extends beyond this 3.5 dimensional paradigm into the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th dimensions.